Welcome to Daily Dose Radio, a 5-minute devotional podcast studying the Psalms verse by verse. Broadcast from the ever-beautiful Sharonville, Ohio, on the sunny side of Cincinnati.
Hey there, welcome back. This is Daily Dose Radio, the program that is packed with protein and probiotics and is doctor recommended. It's for your good health. You see, because this is made from 100% Bible. And we know that daily Bible intake and prayer is the foundation for a healthy Christian life. 5 minutes a day, 5 days a week, studying the Psalms verse by verse. That's what we do here at Daily Dose Radio. It's what we like to call the Bible Bistro. Come on in, sit down, pull up a chair, and we're going to study today. Our 5-minute study will find us in Psalm 36. We're going to be here in Psalm 36 all week long. We're going to look at verses 1 through 12 this week, and that'll complete the psalm. This is to the choir master for the service of the Lord of David. So we have who it's to, who it's from, and it's for the service of the Lord. And then we're going to read here in beginning in verses 1 and 2 today. We're going to try to do this about 2 verses apiece. We'll do 3 and 4 tomorrow, and then we'll hit a big section where we'll do 5 through 7, and then 8, 9, and 10 later on in the week. So a couple of big sections, but we're going to stay small and nimble this week. Let's begin by reading here verses 1 and 2. The transgression of the wicked saith within my heart, that there is no fear of God before his eyes. For he flattereth himself in his own eyes, until his iniquity be found to be hateful. All right, that is verses 1 and 2. As I said, this comes with an introduction. We have the choir master back. This is to the choir master for the service of the Lord. So this must be a psalm that David wrote for either the tabernacle or for the tent of David, which is where the ark was resting in Jerusalem. Somewhere, though, this was for the service of the Lord, that and David wanted to give a psalm, some music that could be sung or meditated on in the service of the Lord. So he provides this. It goes to the choir master, and we know that David wrote it. And I'm reading this week from the King James Version. And you'll notice in my translation, and if you're reading your translation, it's going to sound a little bit different. You probably have something a little bit different than what I just read. The transgression of the wicked saith within my heart. Now there are some variant readings here for that particular section. And you read that and you think, well, what in the world does he mean? The transgression of the wicked is speaking within my heart. Why would it speak within my heart? That there is no fear of God before his eyes. So this is a meditation that David was having. He's thinking about the transgressions of the wicked, and that's instructing him in a way, because he's saying, well, there's no fear of God before their eyes. There's another way to read that. The editor who put together the BHS text has an apparatus at the bottom of the text. And the BHS text, the Bible that carries the Hebrew text, from which we translate our English version, and there's a note here where it says, my heart. He writes that the Septuagint and the Syriac version both have his heart. So some of your translations actually might have that. They might actually say, the transgression of the wicked declares within his heart that there is no fear of God before his eyes. There could be that. Or, as I suggested just a moment ago, this is a meditation that David was having about the wicked, and this is a meditation that we can have. As we view the wickedness of other people, we can understand what it means not to fear God. And this is one of those teachable moments when we can say to our children, to our grandchildren, to our friends, to our brothers and sisters at home, we can say, that's not what to do. There's something better than that, and that is fearing God. He flatters himself in his own eyes until his iniquity be found to be hateful. His iniquity found to be hateful, yes, and who hates his iniquity? God does, and God's going to judge him. We'll find out more about that tomorrow when we look at verses 3 and 4. I hope you'll join me on Daily Dose Radio.
Thanks for listening to Daily Dose Radio. I'm David Smith. The music today has been performed by the Bluegrass Experiment. Thanks again for listening. I'll see you next time on Daily Dose Radio.